Till now we complete three chapters in that part B section. So today's chapter is spreadsheet, that is third chapter, which is on page number 105. I am talking about the part B. Okay, in that part B, today we start with a new topic, that is spreadsheet. In the previous classes, you learn about the Microsoft Excel. Okay, Excel is one of the versatile application which provided flexibility to design simple or computer calculation using various mathematical operations. It also comes with set of built-in functions which can be directly used in the Excel sheet to perform complex calculation and data analysis very quickly. But before going in all these details, let us learn how to perform some basic calculation in Excel spreadsheet. Okay, so for that, first I am showing you how to calculate total. I am deleting this. Okay, simple thing to calculate the total. For that, select the cell. On that cell you have your answer. Okay, after that go to the formula tab. In that formula tab there is a function library is there, so select that library, and here sum option is there. It by default select the horizontal sum, but if you want a vertical sum you can change your number also like this. Okay, so select this sum and click on enter. It will give the answer. After that, select that cell, black border will come. Go to the right side corner and drag it till the end. Okay, like this you got the sum of the subject numbers. Okay, next thing you have a auto sum. Auto sum, just now I show you. Auto sum is the function which is present in a formula tab and which is used to quickly find the sum of the data value stored in a rows or a column. Whenever you have a need to sum a single range of a cells, whenever a column or a row or several adjacent column or a rows, you can have Excel auto sum to automatically make an appropriate sum formula for you. Okay, so today's agenda is we have to complete the practical on page number 1110. So on 1110 you have a practical that you have to create an Excel sheet as name, maths, English, science, SST, Hindi, total and percentage. This is the column of your table. You have to create a table and add 10 records in your table. So as per the condition, I am writing the 10 records here. Okay, first thing I am showing you how to format your table with the help of home tab and with the help of number properties. First thing I am showing you the number, that is in a quick launcher tab. Okay, because with the help of home tab you already know how to format the table with the help of making the borders, with the help of changing the font size, color and type, giving the bold effect, underline effect. These all things you know. Okay, so today I am showing you how to format your table with the help of number property quick launcher tab. For that, select whole data, go to the number formatting quick launcher bar. When you go on that quick launcher bar, there is a font tab is there. With the help of this font type you can change the font. Okay, this is your font, so select this font, give the bold effect or make its size maybe in 40 and click on OK. So see, with the help of number tab you can see the changes. Now next thing, with the help of cell group. This is your cell group in the home tab, and in the format function you can format your table, means you can change the height width of your table or a column width, row width. For example, I am giving as a 20. So when I give the 20, it will automatically shift it or increase the size of your table. Next thing, again you have to select the table, go to the quick launcher tab. There is a border function is there. With the help of this function, you can give border to the table. See, and again, next thing, with the help of fill function, you can fill effect to the table also. See, like this you can change the fill color also. Okay, this is the formatting of your table. So first question on page number 1110, activity drill. Open Excel 2010 and create the following spreadsheet that I already created. Second, add 10 records, that also done with the formatting. Next thing, use conditional formatting, perform the following tasks. Okay, before that I am showing you how to calculate percentage. Actually I already learned you how to calculate percentage. Equal to sign, select this marks. This is out of 80 for your knowledge. I am writing here out of 80 because this marks, all marks is out of 80 marks. So G8, for that make it block. This you have to select the cell of total, divide by out of 80. So 80 you have a 5 subject, so it is 400 total. Then complete the bracket, multiply by 100. Just enter. When you enter, it will give the percentage having a 2 decimal point, and just drag it till the end of your table. You got the percentage also. Okay. Next thing, using conditional formatting, perform the following operations. So first is highlight those cells in which students scroll less than 40. So for that, first you have to select the data. Which data? Only the subject marks, because we have to do the operation on only the marks, not whole table. Okay, that's why you have to select only the subject marks. Then in the home tab, style group is there. In that, conditional formatting option is there. So click on the conditional formatting. After that, highlight cell rules. In that, our condition is less than 40. So select less than. When you select less than, select 40. Okay, when you select 40, select some, for example, yellow with a dark yellow. So I am selecting this and click on OK. So see the changes. Those students having less than 40 marks, they shown in a yellow color. Okay. Now next thing, highlight the marks of the student according to the following condition. So conditions are: marks is greater than 50, fill green color, and marks is less than 50, fill red color. So I am again selecting the marks of the students. Go to the conditional formatting. Greater than, what is the greater than? That is 50. So click, write 50, and the color will be green. So click on green and enter. So see the changes. Those students having greater than 50 marks, they shown in a green color. See the green color is here. All are having a green color. Okay. And the next condition is those students having less than 50 marks having a red color. So less than, select less than, here 50, and here is light red fill. Okay, so click on OK. When you click on OK, see the changes. Those students who got the marks less than 50, they having some red fill. See the red. Okay, because of the other color you clearly understand the details. Okay, we having give the condition is less than or greater than but not equal to. That's why this 50 having no changing color and nothing to it. See the other color and this one is the same one. Okay, next thing, I'm inserting one row here as a mark sheet. Okay, after that I am merging with the help of merge and center, and next thing, with the help of format painter I am giving same formatting as the others to the mark sheet. See, I am selecting the formatting, then in the home tab in a clipart group there is a format painter option is there. When you click on that format painter, that our arrow is changes to the plus sign and it will give the same formatting as we selected to the text. Okay, so this is your practical on page number 1110. Now open page number 115. On page number 115 you have a practical that you have to open Microsoft Excel 2010 and enter the following details in a sheet. So you have to create that timetable. Okay, so I am already created one timetable and formatting also. Just one thing I have to show you for this formatting. Okay, this formatting is done with the help of alignment group. In the alignment group, with the help of orientation you can change the alignment. Okay, and with the help of horizontal means your text horizontally it show to the center or left, right, fill, justify, whatever that you have to select. And also in a vertical, top, center, bottom, justify, whatever you have to select, it will show on that text. Okay, only for this thing, because other formatting I already show you the formatting for this. So same formatting you have to create for the timetable table also. Okay, now I am not giving any formatting to the timetable, just I want to show the some practicals to you. After that, second point is add details in the column. So I'm already adding the details in that column. Now next thing, hide the column containing the text lunch using hide column option. So we have to hide this lunch column. So select that column. How to select? This black arrow indicate. After that right click and option is hide. So click on hide. Okay, when you click on hide it will invisible. Okay, or it will hide the column. Next thing is using unhide column option, unhide the column, the hidden column. So to unhide the hidden column, just select first and the last column. That is, for example, if your hide column is here, so you have to select this column and this column. So we know that our column is here, that's why I am selecting first and the last column simultaneously. So select first, press Ctrl key and select the second one. After that right click and click on unhide. Okay, it will unhide the column. Select first and last column related to that hide column. Okay. After that, next thing, now freeze the top 3 row and column first to 4 by using the freeze span option. So first of all, this is new concept for you, freezing. So basically, freezing rows and column is one of the most used and useful tools while working on a large data. If you have long row or column of data that extend beyond the viewable area of the sheet, you can freeze some rows or a column or both, which allow you to see the frozen column or rows as you scroll through the rest of the data. Means what? If your data is very much huge, and if you scroll down, your heading will goes. Okay, so you have to maintain that heading, then this freeze option will be apply, freeze. Okay, so how it is used? For example, they are saying that first 3 column, so I am selecting 4 because this is 1 and 2 both are one column cell, that's why I am selecting fourth one. After that, press Ctrl key and select the first to fourth row also. Okay, and then in the view tab, there is a Windows group. In that Windows group, free pan option is there. Just click on that drop down button and select freeze pan. If you select freeze pan, it will select whatever you selected the data. If you click on freeze row, top row, it will select only the top row, and if you first column, it will select only the first column. So select only, will select that first option. And when you, with the help of scrolling, you see that our table is fixed and not scrolling. Okay, now go to again freeze pan and unfreeze the pan. Okay, when you unfreeze the pan, see the changes, it will moving. Understand? So this two practical you have to complete with the help of Microsoft Excel. And theory homework for you is you have to complete the assessment time on page number 1110. After the activity drill, there is assessment time. Then on page number 115 and 116. Okay, so after the activity drill, there is a homework, theory work for you. So complete that theory work also. Okay, thank you.